So today I'm going to talk about how to start something like the legs of the Charming Lacewing Dragon crochet pattern by Crafty Intentions. This is really a technique that can be used across many different patterns, and it turns an unfinished edge of crochet work into a three-dimensional leg relatively easily. It can be a little confusing the first time you see it, so I hope this is going to help. So I've started a rear leg of a Charming Lacewing Dragon, and I'm going to chain 4, and I'm going to make the second toe. This just makes 2 little stick outs. That's a technical term. So now we have 2 toes and we have this straight top edge. That's where the rest of the leg will spring from. This is the end of the leg just with the toes, and that's where we've started. So now I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to work back along this straight edge. And so that's going to be working into the same chain stitch you last worked into. And so I'm going to work a single crochet there. And then I'm going to single crochet into the middle chain in between the 2 toes. And I'm going to single crochet into the chain that the first toe is last worked into. That creates 3 single crochet stitches along that flat edge. So far, we still have a 2-dimensional piece. There's not a whole lot to this yet. But now we have 3 stitches all in a row with both sets of each stitch's loops available to work into. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn to work back along those loops. I use this technique in a lot of different patterns. I use it for the legs and the mushroom sprites. I use it for robots. I use it for dragons. This is very, very useful. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to create an oval of stitches working into the front loop only and then into the back loop only to create that loop. And that creates a 3-dimensional stitch. So first we're going to single crochet 3 in the front loop only. And that means inserting your hook from the outside of the work to the inside of the work as normal. This is how you work right side out. If you have trouble working right side out versus inside out, you should go check out my video on that. And we're going to complete a single crochet into each front loop only. Now, front loops and back loops are what they are based on our perspective of the work. So right now, because it's facing this way to me, those were the front loops. I'm going to pivot the work, turn the work so that I can see those leftover back loops. But now that it's facing me, those look like front loops to me. But those are the leftover unworked back loops, and they belong to row 2 because those are the back loops that we did not work into from the row 2 stitches. So later on, if I asked you to come back and work into the leftover back loops from row 2, that might be confusing to you because we just worked front loops in row 3, but the back loops, the leftover loops, do not belong to row 3, they belong to row 2. But we're going to continue row 2 into those leftover back loops. So I've turned the work over, and now I'm going to work into those leftover loops only, and I'm going to single crochet 3. So I'm working as if they are front loops, but I'm referring to them as leftover back loops, and we're going to single crochet 1, 2, and 3 into those leftover loops. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the beginning stitch and chain 1. And that has created a circle of stitches that we can now work into, a circle of 6 stitches. That creates a 3-dimensional leg. So we can make a tube of 6 stitches from there. I hope that helps.